Hello and a very warm welcome. My name is Udo Sendai-Dukai, and in this video I show you 4 genius tips to control your plugins like a pro. Then let's get started. The great dream of many musicians is to always have direct and immediate access to the individual parameters of a synthesizer. For example, large synthesizers have many buttons, faders and knobs that only need to be reached out to change the sound. This works brilliantly if the circuit was designed precisely for a device. Modern controllers that are connected to a computer via USB or MIDI have the approach that they can usually be adapted very flexibly to any synthesizer or plugin using MIDI-CC, meaning MIDI control change messages. However, this usually comes with a compromise. I have already made some videos in English and German on this and similar topics, so there are a few recommendations linked in the first comment below the video. Take a look at them and leave a comment telling me what you think. So now I'll show you the 4 genius tips on how to get the best out of your MIDI controller. The plugin supports a MIDI mapping table. Good plugins such as Surge XT, Hive 2.1, Zebra 2 or Zebra Letter, as well as others, offer you the option of creating a table showing which MIDI CCs are controlled, for example, by the first and second fader. Parameters like the filter cutoff or resonance. This table is saved in the plugins, and as soon as this plugin is activated by activating the track or the input via ARM or record, the plugin reacts to these MIDI CC controller messages. For example, if you have a controller with 50 buttons, faders and knobs, you can access 50 parameters directly and change them, and even for each plugin individually as you have set it up. Use the Bitwig MIDI CC modulators. But not every plugin has such an option. But you can recreate this manually by using the MIDI CC modulator from Bitwig and creating your own MIDI CC mapping table for this external plugin or the Bitwig device. This is how it works. You simply load in a MIDI CC modulator, unfold it, press Learn CC, move the button, fader or knob, and you're done. Repeat this process until you have connected all the buttons and knobs to the plugin or device. You save the whole setup as a separate preset and then have it available in exactly the same way whenever you load the preset, but you also have the flexibility of having this assignment active whenever you activate the track in which the preset is loaded. A little tip: load a MIDI CC modulator, then duplicate it in all 3 lines, select these 3 modulators and then duplicate them with Ctrl D as often as you need them. Use remote pages. You get a different kind of flexibility if you use Bitwig's own remote pages. However, this flexibility comes with a trade-off that you have to switch the remote pages for the various functions and can therefore only change 8 parameters at a time. On the other hand, you get the possibility to control a huge number of parameters with a smaller controller with fewer buttons and knobs, using the driven by MOS Flexi script, for example. As already mentioned, I have made some very detailed videos on this topic on this channel. Some of them are linked in the first comment. Use the Bitwig mapping system. The 4th option is the very spontaneous but also very static mapping system integrated in every DAW. With a right click, the mapping is activated and the controller slider that is moved next is assigned here. The advantage, as well as the disadvantage, is that this assignment applies to the entire project. This assignment can be removed again by right-clicking on the parameter and then click on the X. Or you can click on the hand with the index finger at the bottom right and delete the assignment from the list. This is very useful for very spontaneous things, but in general I would prefer the system with the remote pages, which also applies to the entire project across all tracks via the project remote pages. Mouse hover MIDI CC modulator. A 5th option that I would still like to see and that I have sent to Bitwig as a feature request: the Bitwig 4.12 interface, introduced to NAMM 2025, has a wonderful feature where the large knob can control any parameter that the mouse hovers over. I would like Bitwig to add a modulator that I can assign to any button, knob or fader, so that I can use that assignment to control any parameter that I'm hovering over with the mouse, meaning a mouse hover MIDI CC modulator. Now I would be interested to know what your thoughts are on the subject of controllers and flexibility. Would you like to have more options and perhaps already have a few ideas? Or do you already have the perfect setup and the perfect controller? Please let me know and write it in the comments. Thank you for your time and attention, and I hope to see you soon again in the next video. Stay healthy, save the future, take care, see you then, ciao ciao.